what's going on, everybody? Coach Robert Carroll here. It's Labor Day weekend. Week 4 is in the books. We just completed our four square unit. We do it over a 4 class period. Thought I'd kind of share what went well and what could have gone a little bit better in case you're getting ready to do yours. So stick around and let's take a look. Hey, before we get going, I did want to give kind of a shout out to the PESpecialist.com. If you've not been to his website or checked out any of the videos he has online, it's well worth your time, so give it a look. So in an effort to keep up with the times, one of the changes that we made is did away with the king and queen court and went with the 1, 2, 3, and Big Bear, with Big Bear being the one that serves the ultimate goal where everybody wants to get. All right, guys, what is striking? Basically, as I would break it down for my kids, is I talk to them about what is hitting, what is striking. Sometimes when you're hitting, I said you're going to swing at something with maximum power and try to send it as far as you can. When you're striking a ball or striking object, you're making contact with that, but in control. Otherwise, you're trying to hit that ball in a specific area, in a certain area where you want it to go. I just broke it down that simple, and we were just repeated it every day before we started every class. All right, one thing that I got off the PE specialist website was his recommendation of this video called Heroes of the Game. It's about Foursquare, and the kids absolutely loved it. It was a great hype video to show. I actually forgot to show over the first couple classes and went back and did show it. But everyone that did it, by the end of the video, they were cheering and they were ready to play. All right, guys, these are rules also taken from the PE Specialist website, but some of them that I changed to make my own. So we're going to discuss them and what worked well and what I would recommend or what changes I actually made. The server, which I call the Big Bear, must put 1 foot behind the service line. Kids caught on to that pretty quick. There was a few kids every now and then we'd catch not doing it, and they'd lose their right to be the Big Bear. Everyone must hit underhanded. We did this the first day. I had a few kids wanting to hit overhand the first day. I would say it really helped doing it the first day. But on day 2, I allowed from 2nd, 3rd, and 4th grade to hit overhand, just no slammers. The ball must be bounced once and only once. I stress that many times because a lot of kids at first, this is where they were confused at, and that rule actually helped them understand why they were out. If someone makes a mistake, you rotate up. We did practice that kind of early. I made this one a little bit bigger than the others because it is very important that you establish this early and talk about it every day. The Big Bear takes care of any arguments unless it involves the Big Bear and the other 3 agree the Big Bear is out. Other than that, the Big Bear will rock, paper, scissors. So that gives you an out for any kind of argument you have. If it doesn't involve the Big Bear can make the decision on who's out. If it involves the Big Bear and they all 3 say the Big Bear's out, the Big Bear's out. And if it doesn't, if all 3 don't agree, then the Big Bear will rock, paper, scissors for it. It's that easy to establish, but we still struggled with it. One thing the PE specialist established with his kids was the inside lines were out and the outside lines was in, and he gave pretty good reasons why you should go with that. But it really was kind of confusing with my kids, and I don't think we really worked on it long enough. So we just ended up going with all lines are playable if you can get to the ball, and it was really kind of took care of a lot of arguments. You can move anywhere outside the court or the square. There's a part of the video where Carl, at the end of the hype video, goes way outside of his court to dive and hits the ball. That was a great example to tell the kids of, yes, you can move outside your court just like Carl. If the ball bounces in your square, you must strike it. That's good. Saying, "Are you ready?" We practiced it every day. The kids loved it. We said it every day. "Are you ready?" And the kids respond, "Yes." Just be aware the noise that comes from that kind of having 3 courts going at once, having the Big Bear or your person serving saying, "Are you ready?" and having 3 people replying yes really increases the volume level in the gym. So if you're worried about noise, that's something to keep in mind. No carrying, stalling, holding. You must strike and hit the ball hard. First day issue we kind of had of the carrying, catching the ball, and then throwing it um, until everyone caught on. But after the first day, it kind of took care of most of those issues. So after going over all the rules with the kids and answering all the questions possible, what I did the very first day is we just got all on one court, and I had all the kids line up in one line behind a cone, and I played as Big Bear and would serve to one, two, and three. And the first time through, I would tell them why they were out and try to explain it the best possible to see if they got it. Some of them were catching on right away, some of them were not. But the second time through, I made them tell me who was out each time, and I think that really helped as well. So the first day, we just kind of spent it all on one court together, with me being the only server, and just talking about each rules on who was in and or who was out and who was not out, and how to rotate correctly. That's going to do it for part one. We're running out of daylight and dinner is ready, and I am hungry. Enjoy the rest of your Labor Day, and we'll see you at part two. Please leave any comments or questions you have below.